But what if I told you, by not using watermark on your prints, on your photo, will be able to help you to generate better future business, better future bookings through referrals? Would you believe that? So in the past few years, I've been toying with this idea, and I actually have experimenting a few of these ideas about using watermarks. So I figure out that sometimes, or now even, I'm doing that actually, that without putting watermarks on the prints when I send or I deliver to my customers will give me better results. So what I'm trying to say here is this. So perhaps if you can see, this is my photo, and of course, if you look at it, you can't find any watermark in any part of these prints, or even for any weddings as well. Is purely photo without any of my logo, my names, or my signature. So this has become one of my habits in the recent years, that when I deliver the final prints to my customers, they are all like this without watermark. And in fact, because of this thing, because of not putting any watermark, I am able to get more business from these customers. For example, if I deliver to them, then the chances are they will be able to give me more referrals in futures. And I'm going to tell you why in this video. So now, this is how people think. If I put watermark, people recognize that's my work. However, what if I told you every of this print when I deliver to my customers, the chances are it's going to be their personal photos. It's their private thing. It's their personal photos. And if they like these photos, what they'll do is basically they'll display in the most visible place in the house. For example, perhaps their TV room, perhaps their living room, and so on. They'll just display because they think the photos or the photo is nice, is extraordinary. They love it, so they display at somewhere that is obvious where people will come and appreciate. So imagine your customers now, they organize a party at their home, and they open their home for invitation to get their friends and family members to come and have party all night long. So this is what happened now. When people who come into the house, well, if you are a guest, perhaps you'll be roaming around the house, visiting, mingling around, socialize, and at the same time, you appreciate every little things in the room. You also look at the decorations. You also look at all the photos. Well, and that's where the photos will be able to help us to generate possible or future referrals without watermark. So imagine some of the friends, some of the visitors of your customers, they just happen to be in the house looking at the pictures. Then, among all the photos, they probably notice the photos that you have taken. And they think, well, because your customers love these big prints that is from you so much that they display at the most visible place on the wall, so everyone will be able to see it, like mentioned just now. So imagine now your customers' friends is now appreciating these big prints that is displayed on the wall. So they love the photo, they discuss about the photo, and they want to figure out who is the photographer, probably. Then they look around, up and down, left and right, and they could not find even a single watermark, a logo, a name or signature of this photographer. Well, because they love this photo and they're curious, who is this person taking this photo for this customer? Guess what is the next action they will do? They probably will ask the host, your customers, hey, Mr. Host, who is this photographer who captured this particular print for you? We love it so much. So because without because without any watermark on it, your customers will have to explain and disclose who the photographer was capturing this photo. So while they brought up this conversation about who the photographer was capturing this photo, that means they created something called engagement. So when there is engagement about this, about the topic of this photo, that's where we started to talk about the photo. That's where the guest normally will give compliments to the people in the photos, which is your customers, and they'll start talking about the experience of the sessions. They'll talk about the professionalism that you have provided as photographer to the customers. They talk about everything about the photo. Because of all the compliments, because of the admire, the way how they admire the photo, your customers definitely will feel happy. They are on cloud nine, and they'll give you praises because you are the one who should get the credit as photographer. They'll give you praises. They'll tell every little things. They'll tell every little good things about you as photographers and introduce you to the guest. And in fact, your customers may even pass the contact number of your studio to the friends. So now, if that's the case, because without watermark, it created curiosity about who the photographer was, and that sparked the conversation and engagement. And that is where they talk about every little thing about this photo, and that's where the interest will be sparked as well. The interest of these guests to engage you, to know you, to inquire about your products and services will be higher, so that they'll be able to be in touch with you after the party. So that is how without watermark, I've gotten quite a number of referrals from my previous customers because of how people appreciate your work. If you found this video benefits you, let us know in the comment box below, and do come back more often so I can provide you more ideas for photography business marketing. Till then, I catch up with you.